Hello everyone. So today we are going to do this avatar component using React and Next.js and also Tailwindcss for the styles. Basically we have the default version which is a rounded one, and then we have like a square version. I zoom in, so this is going to be like a lot smaller, but I zoom in just so that we can see it better. And we have with a border, a square border, in case the user doesn't provide an image, then we can show an icon or initials. And if we have some sort of notification, then we can use this with the dot on it. And that's it. That's what we are going to do here. So let's start. Let me put this on another place here. Okay, so here we're going to create a new project. So npx create next app latest. Let me see. We need to install some packages, no problem. So for the project name, let's put avatar next. TypeScript, no. Yes, lint, yes. Tailwindcss, yes. Source directory, no. App router, no. Also import alias, no. Okay. It's already installing the dependencies. And if you want the code for this project and you want to help this channel, I'm going to leave in the description a link where you can support us with Patreon and also get the code for all the projects. And I'm also doing this using Next.js, which is the same thing as Next, but he's built on top of Vue instead of on top of React. And you can also check that video out, okay? You can also tell me what components you want to see next in the comments. This helps us a lot. And also leave a thumbs up to help the channel. Okay, it's finishing. Good. So I'm going to enter the folder. So cd avatar next. I'm going to run the code. So I'm going to open the VS Code. So code space dot, and this is our folder with our project. And I'm going to run this npm run dev to run the project. Okay, we have it here. A brand new project. Let me put this to the right, and I'm going to put this to the left. And I'm going to put this on top. Okay. So we have this basic configuration here. Let me put both side by side. So here you have the public, which you have just this next and versal. We don't need those, we can delete. Yes. Inside app, this fave icon, we don't need that. I'm going to leave it there. We don't need this. I can delete everything. Save, close. Layout, it is the way it is. On the main, I'm going to delete that. Also delete this image here. And I think I missed something. Yeah, so on tailwind.config.js, we can delete this background on extend. We can save. Okay, good. Here, let us put an h1 home, just so we can see if it's working. Okay, it's working. We have home here. Now we need to make a folder. Let's with components here, and inside that folder, let's put avatar.jsx. Since this is going to run on the client, we need to put use client so that it doesn't have any kind of consoler errors, because we're going to use some React functions and some hooks, and it only runs on client. So make sure to put use client on the top of everything. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to export default function avatar. Inside here, we're going to return. Let us put just an h1 with avatar to make sure it's working. On page, let's put avatar here. Okay, good, it's working. Now what do we need? We are going to, let's center this. So let me put this like this. I'm going to center this. Let us put a div. With class name. Let's put this and put this here. For some reason, this is not the way I want it. Here. Okay, we have it. So to center this, I'm going to put a margin. We don't need margin. We need flex. So this is just display flex. Flex direction column. So flex cool. To center everything, I'm going to put item center, which is, and justify center. Okay, and now I don't want to put in the middle, so I think this is the one that I don't need. No, this is the one that I don't need. Doesn't matter. And I'm going to leave like that. So let's do the first one, which is the default. So let me put a paragraph tag here. So default. And the first one you are going to do is the default avatar. So let's start here. So for the default version is going to be a rounded one. And for that, let's just use, we have a tag here that is run only on Next.js, which is image tag. For some reason, next image, okay. The next image, it calculates the dimensions of the image that we are going to use, and it's going to download the image that is perfectly for the device we're using. So if you are using on a cell phone, it's going to be smaller. If you're using on a computer screen, which is bigger, then it's going to be a bigger file. So this is very good. We also have the same thing on Nuxt. So, but there it's called Nuxt image, and we have to use it separately. But here we can use this tag image, and it has kind of like the same tags inside image that we have on normal one. So we have the source, and we are going to get this from the props. So we're going to put props here, image prop, and also alt prop. So I'm going to put source here, and I'm going to put alt, also going to be the alt prop. And okay, we have that here. Inside here, we need to pass the source. And for that, I'm going to download here. I'm going to get the image that I have here. So I'm going to make a new folder, not inside on app. Actually, this is outside. So assets. Inside assets, we have images. And inside here, I'm going to copy this image here. I'm going to place here. So we have this image of this woman.jpg. And here we have we need to pass that information as a prop. So I'm going to call its image the name of the tag that we are using. And I'm going to put here an image that I'm going to import image from. I'm going to come here and go to assets, images, and woman.jpg. Okay, good. So you have the woman here, it's showing, that's good. We need to make it round now so that it can work properly. To make this work as a round one, let me put class name. I'm going to make the height and the width to be 40 pixels. Okay, I think this is good. And now I need to be rounded full. So this is going to make our border radius with extremely high so that it looks like a circle. So this is the default version. I think this is it. I don't think we need anything else for the default version. What is the next one? The next one is the square version. So I'm going to go on pages here. I'm going to put p tag. This is going to be square is square. Inside here an avatar. And you're going to pass here a square prop. So when we have this square prop and we have the source also, the image actually, image. So when we have this square prop here, we are going to have a different layout for this. Okay, so for the square one, what we need to do is, if we have the square version, then the rounded should be changed. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to actually open a bracket here. And inside here, we're going to leave this true, which is their text. And we're going to use this notation. So when we have the square tag, if we have this square tag, then it's going to be rounded. Otherwise, we have this other one here. We have rounded full. And we need to close this and close the tag. And close this. Okay. You can save. And that's it. So rounded, they just make the border radius like 4 pixels, and we have this this square avatar. Good, we have the square one. I'm going to put here some gap. Let me put like 8 pixels. Okay, so this makes everything like a space between everything. And this is good. Now what we need, now let's make like the border. And if you have like a border here, like let's make a blue border, the same as I show on the intro of this video. To make a blue border here, you're going to need so let me put a tag here, border, inside here avatar, with the image, and now with border. So with the border, what we need is another tag here. Let's call it border. So if you have this border, then we're going to build a ring around it. And for that, let me think. I'm also going to do the same thing here. So if we have border, then we have ring. So this is the border size. This is 2 pixels. And we're going to need the color. So ring blue, let's say 500. And if we don't have the border, then it's going to be empty. If I save, okay, now I have the border here. Let me see if I'm on top of you. I think it's going to be better if this is here and this is here. Okay, good. I think I can put this like this. This is just the border, just the avatar. Okay, good. Now we have the border. Let's make the same thing, but with the border square. So I'm going to put square border here. Square border, and I'm going to make the same thing, square. Let's see. Ah, it's already looking good. I think I want some margin in the bottom. Let's put, I don't know, 4. Just so that we can see it better. Okay, good. You have the border with square, which is the same thing. We didn't have to change anything. Now we are going to do the icon. Let's say the icon, no, let's do it with the initials first. If the user doesn't provide any kind of image, then maybe we want to show some their initials or something, like their name, the initials for their name or something. So let us put here initials, and we're going to pass here prop. Let's call initials, and I'm going to put here the CS, that's for my name, and for the channel name. The channel name is coding space, and my name is Cândido Silva. So we got that both with the same capital letters. I can save it here, and now I want to show the image here instead of this. And for that, we are going to start changing a few things here. So I'm going to use this image in case we are actually having an image. If not, I'm going to use some div, normal div with the text inside. And for that, I think I'm going to put this on another function, another kind of like a component. I'm going to call it image options, and I'm going to pass here the same information that I got here. So all of this is coming along, and we have this here. It's going to come here. We need to return something. But before we return something, let me think. So first, if we have image, then we are going to return the image tag. If we don't have image, then we are going to return the initials. I'm going to put like this, just so that we can take a look first. So I'm going to copy this. This is a prop. This prop comes here. This prop also comes here. And here I'm going to pass the image options. And I also need to put all the props that I'm going to use. So image is going to be image. Initials is going to be initials. Square is going to be square. Border is going to be border. And alt is going to be alt. I can save that. It's not working. For which reason it's not working? Let me see. Maybe I need to refresh. No, it's not that. Okay, we have image options. It's not working. Image tag is here. Let us check the console to see if there's any kind of error here. No. Maybe if I run again. Let us check if that solves it. Okay, still not working. What did I do wrong? We have image. Oh, we need to return. My goodness. We need to return this, otherwise we return the div. Okay, good. We can hide this. We have that. We have initials, but now what I need is the initials. Oh, okay, so this was supposed not to be showing this, supposed to be showing the initials. Let me think. We have the image is passing here. We don't have the borders, but we have the initials. And we have the initials here. This was supposed to be showing the initials. For some reason, it's not. So if we have the image, because I'm passing the image, we don't want the image here. Okay, so now let's style this a little bit better. I'm going to put here class name. And we need to pass a few things here. So we need this with square and border. So I'm going to copy this from here. I'm going to pass this here. Okay, so this is the basic square and border. And also we need to center this. Let's put like a background gray 100. I think it's good. Okay, good. I think I need a size for this. So also the same size. So width and height like 40 pixels. And now we need to flex this so that we can put on the center. So display flex, item center. So this is align items and justify center. This is just justify content center. Okay, so this is in the center. I think if we have the text with a different color, let's try text gray 600. Okay, this is better. I'm going to put font medium. Good. And maybe the text a little bit bigger. Okay, text XL. The XL puts the font size with 20 pixels. I think this is it for the initials. We have the initials with the same size, everything. If it's a border, we're gonna have the ring. If it's going to be square, it's also going to be the same thing. Good. Now we need to icon. Let's say we don't want the initials. We want to be an icon. So we are going to put here if initials. Yes, that's it. If initials is going to be this. If we save, it's the same thing. Otherwise, else we want the icon one. For the icon, first we need to kind of like return always. Don't forget that, guys. and girls. We need to make a div here. Why is not auto-completing? Okay. It's basically going to be the same thing as this one. The classes, because we need border, we need square. So I'm going to copy these two things here and put it here. Oh yeah, forgot to put the strings. Now it's correct. Now we need to put something else. We need to, I think we don't need the background color. We just need the, we just need this to be centered, maybe. We need this to be the same size, so width and height should be 40 pixels. Let me put this here. I forgot to add this on the main page. Okay, so now we have initials. This is the icon. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to put icon here. So if we have, actually we don't need anything. If you don't have anything, then it's going to be an icon. I put it an user icon, but maybe you can change if you want, or if you want to different options of icons, you can also do that. But I'm going to do like something that is fixed. And for the icon, what I'm going to need is, we are going to need to install a dependency, a package actually, which is Lucid Icons. So npm install Lucid React. This library has icons for React and Next. It's a very good one. And okay, we have it here. Now let's run again. So for here, we're going to put user is already auto added here, the user as the icon. So we have the icon here. Let me save. We have icon, but we don't have the icon showing here. Maybe if I put size of it, 30 pixels. No, still not showing. If I put the color gray, no, also not showing up. Let me refresh the page. Let's see. Ah, no. Okay, we are okay. So now we have it. We have the icon. I think I'm going to need the background color. So BG gray. Which was the one we used? 100. And we need to center this. So flex items center and justify center. Good. So now we have the icon also. And the last one we need is the dot. So we want a dot in case you want to have like some notifications or something that the user needs to look up to. We can put that dot as an information or something. I'm going to go on page here. I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to put here dot. So, and I'm going to pass a prop here. I'm going to call this prop dot. I'm going to also put the image. Okay, you have the image. And now let's do the dot here. To make this work, I'm going to make this dot like pops from a different height. So I'm going to wrap this on a div. I'm going to put this here, this image tag here inside. I'm going to put the class name here, relative. So this one is going to make the position to be relative because we want to put the dot on top of the image. I'm going to make a span here. I'm going to pass here a class name. Let me think. So we are probably going to need something. Let me think. Okay, so we have different kind of shapes. So we have the rounded one and have the square one. So we're going to put this dot on a different position depending on which avatar we are using. And because of that, I'm going to put the strings here, the brackets, and the string. Now we're going to make it absolute. Absolute. So this is position absolute. You have relative here, and absolute is on. It's our absolute to the nearest relative positioned element. I'm going to make it like the height. I'm going to put 3.5, and the width also 3.5, and the background is going to be red 400. Okay, we have this on everyone. Now we need to position this right. For that, we are going to, okay, first round it. Foo. So let's make it rounded. I also want the border, so border white, and the border 2 pixels. Okay, I'm going to put this. We don't see the border because the background is white also. But when I position this on the correct space, we're going to see the border. Now we need to make sure that it's on the right position. So I'm going to open this and make, if this is a square, we're going to have two different. So if it's square, we have one position. If it's not square, if it's rounded, it's going to be on another position. So if it is square, the icon is square, it's minus top 2, which gives us minus 8 pixels up, and is going to be left 8. So this is going to be us with 32 pixels from the left. Okay, we need to also pass the same for when it's not square, when it's rounded, it's going to be left 7, which is 28 pixels, and top 0. Good, very good. You can see we have the dot in every single one. When it's square, it's on a kind of like a different position. It needs to be on a different position so that you can adjust that if you want to make it like more inside or more outside, but I think this is good like this. And this is it. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me what component you want to see next. And if you want to get the files, if you want to support this channel, make sure to support us on Patreon and get the files. See you on our next video.